This is Extra Reps, a KSLA sports podcast with sports director Chris Demerjian.
Hey, greetings. It is quite a scorcher out here, isn't it?
It's a little warm.
Not as hot as it could be during, during the month of August.
You picked a good day.
We're ready. We're flexing out here. We're ready to go, yeah. Have our good friend Gary Lash with us. He is the CEO of the YMCA
right.
locally of Northwest Louisiana. And you have your hands in many different projects throughout the community. Yeah, very busy. Very busy. This is our latest edition of Extra Reps right here on KSLA News 12. We chat with the biggest playmakers in the community, and you certainly are right here.
Yeah,
what's happening right behind us. That'll be opening up in hopefully just, a couple of years or a year or two?
No. They had quoted us 12 months. They started about a month and a half ago. So we're hoping for April, March, April, something like that to get going. And I'm not going to say yeah. And, they'll quote you 12 months. And some people think it'll be 14. Some people think it'll be 8. But when it's done, it'll be finished.
Well, either way, that is awesome stuff. And it's something more added to our community. And in case you can't see the photo right behind us, what's taking place over here, they're constructing 8 baseball fields.
We're building 2 pods of 4 fields. 2 of them will have brown turf specifically for softball. And, of course, you can play softball on all of them, put some fields in or movable fences in, and just give kids locally an opportunity to play ball and come together as families. The little kids all think they're going to be playing baseball, but it's way more than that, so.
Hey, I was that little kid once.
That's right.
Well,
and look how you turned out. Somebody poured into you.
With my hero, Bubba Knife, yes.
That's right.
Hey, Jeffrey Goodman as well. 2 of my heroes over here.
That's right.
Either way, you see a lot of we say locally, it's actually not too far away. It's within arm's distance of everyone near the campus of Loyola College Prep, right across the street from the YMCA here off next to Loyola College Prep. We're over here in Shreveport, so it's right down the road. A lot of opportunity over here. A lot of things locally for if you're coming over here for a tournament as well.
Exactly. You can get here from anywhere in Shreveport, Bossier in about 10 minutes. We're centrally located. There's going to be a lot of things to do, a lot of baseball, and we're going to have travel tournaments, but also mainly support our local kids playing rec ball and give them opportunities to come in and play, again, to come together and build friendships that last forever. And you know sports. You play sports, so you got those long-lasting friendships. So.
Well, I was called the judge in sports, always presided over the bench. So,
no.
What they came in high school. So, yeah, I didn't do a lot of athletic stuff in high school. I was called the judge.
The judge, okay.
How did a project, when you see a need, when you see something that's not here, how did everything start going around the idea of building a ballpark?
Well, I've been here for quite a while. I taught school, I coached. I've been in sales. And my boys who are just turned 40, one's 42, played at this Little League field. And it was great then, but it got into disarray, and fewer and fewer kids and had opportunity to play. So I thought, let's do something different here. And so we had this idea. The company that donated funds for the BHP YMCA also were helping us with this. And as oil and gas goes, when it went to the bottom, they said, thank you, see you later. And then we kept the dream alive. Then the state, the city, and the parish have all put money into this project to see what it can do to build a better quality of life. And we're just going to be one part of good things in Shreveport and Bossier here. So we want to get people together in a good environment, have a great time here, and our families don't have to travel as much.
That's another big thing, too. Besides the families here not having to travel much, also people coming from out of town for travel tournaments.
Right.
You can stay at hotels here, casinos.
Right.
The possibilities are endless, right?
We have plenty of infrastructure. Like you said, the restaurants, the hotels, and activities. When you play a game at 9 in the morning and maybe you don't play till 6 in the evening, there's a lot to do. Yeah. Go to the aquarium and go to the casinos and go to activities other than just hanging around the hotel waiting for a baseball game.
The possibilities are endless, and I know we can't wait for this beautiful new ballpark to open up with 8 new ball fields, 2 different pods of 4 different ball fields.
That's right. Turf infields. We're going to have turf infields, so people will be committing to us a long distance, as far as time to come in and play. Because if it rains, you can play in 5 minutes. So.
Absolutely. We'll talk more about this beautiful new ballpark coming up right here on our latest edition of Extra Reps on KSLA News 12. Stay with us.
This is Extra Reps, a KSLA sports podcast with sports director Chris Demerjian.
Greetings and welcome to the future home of this beautiful new ballpark next to the YMCA over near Loyola College Prep, actually near Loyola College Prep as well here in Shreveport. Got our good friend Gary Lash, the CEO and founder of the YMCA of Northwest Louisiana over here. Mr. Lash, we mentioned last segment how what's going to be consistent in these ballparks, two different pods,
Yes.
two different pods of four separate parks.
Right.
Now, features inside the parks, wildlife concession stands, wildlife food.
Yes, we're going to have great concession stand. We're going to have batting cages, going to have all those amenities, restrooms even, because toward the end of the time that the Little League was playing here, it kind of went in disarray and didn't have those amenities. But we're going to have all that, turf fields. It's going to be softball, baseball, and we're going to bring in travel tournaments, do our own tournaments, but also have great competition for kids to play locally and gain some experience and opportunities on beyond Little League and youth baseball.
You know, you mentioned yourself, you had children of your own, 40
Yes.
years ago who played out here in this very
Yeah.
same park. When you see everything happening today, do you get nostalgic and think back?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. And they've been, one son lives here in town, one in Tyler, and so they all come out and see it, and grandsons are playing. My grandkids are going to play out here, when this thing gets started. They're the ones in town here. So it really has come full circle, because I coach my boys playing out here, and it's incredible,
What are the biggest roadblocks in getting this done?
Well, obviously it takes some finances. We have an incredible director of marketing and development, Jeffrey Goodman, that has helped in raising the finances, and people in the city are ready for something like this. Like I said, the state, the city, and the parish have contributed. Also, individuals and some foundations have contributed locally here. But also, we had some issues in wetlands, and that we were told it was going to take 45 days to get a permit and start this work. And 13 months later, and through some hard conversations, we were able to get a wetlands permit from the Corps of Engineers and started. And a lot of people think, y'all not going to do anything, you never get it done, but we never lost sight of what the goal was to build this facility. And here we are. It started about a month ago. We're going to get this done, 8, 9 to 12 months, something like that, and be playing.
We mentioned before the show started, nowadays there's so much competition. It seems like all communities now are
Yes.
building a sports structure. But how does this separate from the others that are in our state?
Well, we have the infrastructure here in Shreveport-Bossier with the restaurants, the hotels, the other activities to do between ball games. Just this first year will probably be a $5 million economic impact for this city. And so I think, and that's going to just continue to go up as we have weekend tournaments, or we have people coming in to play, people come in to practice, and every dollar they spend is going to be new dollars associated with this type play. And that's how you sell these facilities. But as I said before, it's going to bring young people together and families together to get to know each other on a different level and make our community a lot better.
And we mentioned again, location.
That's right. Yeah, we're 10 minutes from just about anything in Shreveport. Easy access off down the Clyde-Fant Parkway from the interstate, north and south. 49, we have 4 inroads into the city with I-20 and 49. I mean, you're 35 minutes from Texarkana. So it's going to be a great avenue to bring people here and for people that live here to take advantage of this togetherness.
Again, this new ballpark, or this new complex, we
Yes.
call it a complex,
Yes.
the YMCA
Yes.
baseball complex over here near Loyola College Prep, set to open about a year from now. Again,
Or less.
year now or less.
I'm gonna keep the pressure on the contractor.
Hey, we love it. We love seeing baseball here.
That's
We
right.
definitely love that. Again,
That's right.
8 different parks over here. There's really, really incredible stuff happening right here in our backyard. Again, within arm's distance of anything in Shreveport.
That's right.
Restaurants, casinos, and again, if you're a parent and you're looking for something to do, and we keep
That's
hammering
right.
this home, there's all sorts of stuff to do within arm's distance
Exactly.
of this area.
Exactly.
We'll have more of our conversation at the YMCA Baseball Complex on our latest edition of Extra Reps right here on KSLA News 12. Stay with us.
This is Extra Reps, a KSLA sports podcast with sports director Chris Demerjian.
Hey, greetings from the future home of the YMCA baseball complex. Mr. Gary Lasher, we're building it ourselves.
Right.
We're getting
Right.
the hammers and nails. We're driving the Caterpillars.
Right.
We're building this ourselves. We don't need anybody else. We'll do it ourselves.
That's it. With your help, I can do that.
And Bubba's help, too. Bubba says he's going to offer a lot of help, too, for building all these ballparks over
Bubba's
here.
in management. He's telling us what to do. So.
He's directing us all day long. Either way, a lot of things happen at this part of town in Shreveport. So really a lot of beautiful things happening. As mentioned in the last segment, 8 new ballparks going to be built right behind us. Going to be finished in less than a year, just in time for travel ball season, baseball tournaments with Dixie and Little League across North Louisiana. There's a lot of great things. Also, by the way, next week, we're having our health and wellness fairs. We're actually going to be out here again next week visiting with you and Jeffrey Goodman over here at the YMCA Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the YMCA over here near Loyola College Prep. So come on out here and be a part of the fun over here. Meet all of us. Meet Bubba Knipe as well.
That's right.
The legend over here at KSLA at the Health and Wellness Fair. Hey, that being said, speaking of the YMCA, a lot of things besides the ballpark happening at the YMCA this summer, right?
That's right. We have a lot of moving parts. We have summer camp going on here at BHP YMCA from 4 years old up to 12 years old. Great activities for kids to be in the gym, to be in the pool, to be outside, and get off the screens. That's one of our main objectives. And then we have class. We have 160 group exercise classes at both YMCAs, outdoor pool out at Forbing, indoor pools here, and swim lessons, swim team. We have a special program called Rock Steady Boxing for Parkinson's patients that has been tremendous in helping them deal with that issue. We have a cancer survivor program, and there's just a lot of moving parts of us. Not just your dad's YMCA and swim and gym, So,
and that being said, we've been talking to Jeffrey Goodman last week at the Mudbug Madness contest.
That's right.
We mentioned there's some improvements happening to the downtown Shreveport.
Yeah, downtown.
YMCA.
So we're waterproofing that building.
Wow.
We've refinished the gym floor and the racquetball court floors. We put all new HVAC throughout the building. And October this year is the 100th anniversary of that building being built in Shreveport here. So it's been a really cornerstone of the community for 100 years.
Obviously you're being a Shreveport, Northwest Louisiana native.
Yes.
When you see all the latest happenings to YMCA, including the downtown YMCA that was built 100 years ago, what does it mean to you being in this position nowadays to help?
It's really important to improve and keep this community going and to get people in Shreveport thinking this is a great place to be. Because I hear a lot of complaining, but I don't hear a lot of solutions to problems, and we want to be a solution. We want to be one part of quality of life issues to keep people here, to bring people here. Jeffrey does a podcast, and he can tell you about that a little bit, but it's to show and to highlight the good things in Shreveport and why people live here, why they came back here, and when we're here, let's improve it and keep going upwards.
Absolutely, and again, the more added to the Shreveport sports scene in less than a year. 8 new ballparks being constructed right behind us. We'll have more information throughout the year, and as progress goes along throughout the year right here on KSLA News 12. We'll have more on our latest edition of Extra Reps from the future home of the YMCA baseball complex over near Loyola College Prep in Shreveport here on KSLA News 12. Stay with us.
This is Extra Reps, a KSLA sports podcast with sports director Chris Demerjian. This is Extra Reps, a KSLA sports podcast with sports director Chris Demerjian.
Hey, welcome back to the future home of the YMCA baseball complex. Yeah, we got a celebrity with us.
I don't know about that.
The director of marketing for the YMCA, also for the mean streets of East LA.
That's right. That's true.
No, seriously, Jeffrey Goodman, an amazing job here locally with movies and film and the YMCA. Jeffrey, we were mentioning what's happening over here at the YMCA baseball park. It's going to be open in less than a year from now. The sports tourism industry, you mentioned it's a $38 billion industry in the U.S. With a B.
B as in boy.
With a B.
Yeah.
And you want Shreveport-Bossier to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. So this is a step in the right direction in terms of Shreveport-Bossier getting into the sports tourism game. Sports tourism, for those of you hearing that and going, what are you talking about? We're talking about all of these teams that come to places to play different sports, whether it be soccer, basketball, lacrosse, tennis, golf. You know, our families are all having to travel other places because we haven't built the facilities to get people to come here. So this is a step in the right direction for youth baseball and youth softball.
Now, you went to Captain Shreve, correct?
I did, true.
Now, when you see something like this being built over here, so as a baseball fan yourself, as someone who played baseball yourself, do you get nostalgic seeing everything that's being built over here?
Yeah, I mean, this is a game changer. I mean, this just makes me – I'm a proud Shreveporter to begin with, and this just really allows me to have great pride in what our city is and what our city is going to be in the future. I mean, we deserve this, and it's long overdue, and I'm glad to see it finally happening and taking place.
And, Jeffrey, something I didn't realize, too, you know, when you were in Los Angeles, you're a huge player in the movie industry out there. You directed a very good film in 2005, and it's a lot of people watch it to this day. But the impact you have in the film industry, how could that tie and go hand in hand with sports?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, just, you know, the thing about sports is it brings our community together. And I mean, from day one when I started at the Y a little over 6 years ago, everything Gary talks about is we build community here. And I mean, the same thing with the film industry. Film industry brings people together from all walks of life, just like the YMCA does, just like sports does.
That's pretty awesome stuff. And that being said, everything being built over here, you mentioned we mentioned the roadblocks went into it. What are some other things, the fascinating aspects that kind of go into building this project?
Yeah, I mean, when Gary first started here, this was envisioned as the Red River campus, the Red River YMCA campus with three distinct components. The YMCA branch that's been open since 2017, I think. The YMCA Youth Baseball and Softball Complex, and a river component. So this will realize the second piece of that three-piece plan, and then ultimately we're going to realize a river component. We haven't moved on that yet, but we're going to be moving on that soon.
You know, with everything you've done, again, in film and in sports, where do you see this city going in the next 5 years?
I think I'm very optimistic. I see people really putting their heads down, rolling up their sleeves, collaborating, stepping up, and that all encourages me and makes me think we could have really great things in the very near future for us.
What do you think separates this project from other projects that have been recently built in Louisiana?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about this project specifically is it has I call it a double bottom line investment. So a double bottom line investment is something that has both a quality of life enhancement aspect to it, but also has an economic impact. So they're estimating, and this is a very conservative estimate, they're estimating this is going to have a $5 million economic impact just in year one. So that's all these teams that are coming to town, staying in hotels, shopping in our shops, eating in our restaurants. It's going to be tremendous. I mean, this thing's going to get massive use. As I told you before we started, we had numbers that this facility before we started construction on it was getting about 50,000 visits a year. Once it opens, we predict, again, very conservatively, that we're going to see more than 350,000 visits every year, and even more year after year.
And it's untapped. I mean, where else do you see sports with the YMCA's help? Where else can you see this going with untapped potential on the sports side of things?
Yeah, I mean, so we're in talks. It looks like we're partnered with Caddo Parish, so we're gonna really tap into kids from more vulnerable and underprivileged communities and get them exposed to baseball, softball. So this is going to be a game changer in terms of crime prevention, in terms of providing hope and new outlets and new exposure across our entire community.
And we'll see Jeffrey Goodman hit home runs.
I don't know if you'll see that.
I saw
if
videos.
you come to the tennis court, you'll maybe see me hit some passing shots and some good other shots.
Oh, this guy at the tennis court, he is a mean somebody. Jeffrey Goodman, we appreciate it. Gary Lash, we appreciate it. But we always appreciate Bubba.
Absolutely, and we appreciate the KSLA partnership that we have here at the Y.
It's beautiful. It's all love. It's all love, man. Hey, we'll talk next week, Thursday at 2:30 right here on KSLA News 12.